It might be time for you to get a gel blaster for yourself, a family member, or you just want another gel blaster. Here is a list of the 10 best gel blasters. To be able to even shoot a gel blaster, you're obviously going to need ammo. There's hundreds of options all across Amazon, but I'm going to show you my personal favorite. There's a bundle of 120,000 rounds on Amazon that comes in at a price of $13 that I've had the best luck with. I've had the bundle since Christmas and I still have gel pellets around my house. The package comes with 40,000 blue pellet, 40,000 orange pellet, and 40,000 rainbow pellet. Just make sure to grow them from anywhere from 2 to 4 hours for the best quality of bullet. Maybe you want to play at night. This is where the glow-in-the-dark gel blaster pellets come into action. Some packs come with 5,000 like this one, and there's others that come with 10,000. There's a deal on Amazon right now that's $10 for 10,000 pellets and $19 for 30,000 pellets. To be able to use these bullets, you need a tracer unit, which is very hard to find, especially if you're trying to target a certain gun. Luckily, the gel blaster gun lineup has an easy-to-use tracer unit that you can install right on top of the gun that slides right into the rail. The tracer unit I use comes in at a price of $20 and is a great option if you're trying to get a tracer unit. I've got to tell you, it's very hard to load your magazine, especially if the bullets are just sitting in a bucket. This is where one of the best gel blaster investments comes in. These tubs are the best invention that I've ever seen for a gel blaster. One of the best part of these is that you can grow the pellets straight in them and empty the water after you're done straight out of the faucet. To get the best out of these buckets, it's easy to pour a 10,000 pack in and fill it up to the water line. Then you wait 3 or 4 hours for all the pellets to grow up. Afterwards, I take a hopper and I fill it up straight from this nozzle. These buckets are very convenient if you're looking to do wars with your friends or just want to have backyard fun and just want to load up very quickly. The bucket is an awesome investment at $20. The order of this list will range from cheapest to most expensive gel blasters. Starting off with the XShot Hypergel Clutch. This blaster is set at an awesome $15 price. With that price comes with 5,000 dehydrated bullets, a quick refill bottle, eye protection, and the gun itself. All you do is pull back the prime, and then you shoot it. The blaster is rated for up to 150 feet per second, but I've seen it go up to speeds of 180 feet per second. That is a high speed, especially for a spring-loaded blaster. If you're out in a war using this thing, you're gonna want a lot of ammo. The blaster is capable of holding over 500 rounds, but the magazine only says 400. So how does that work? Let's load up the magazine. Now let's put the magazine into the gun. The fully loaded magazine, 400 rounds. So where's the 500? Now watch this cool trick. Where'd the rest of them go? Due to the blaster not having an electric magazine, you have to tip it upside down to get the rest of the bullets into this spot right here. Now with all the bullets up here, let's start shooting it. This blaster shoots crazy fast, especially for a $15 gun. Instead of loading up the magazine, you can open up this slide right here and use the bottle that came with it to pour them in. Not my favorite thing. We're gonna see how much this hurts. Hey. That was a 4 out of 10. The clutch is a great gel blaster for backyard fun and just shooting your friends. I'm gonna have to rate this blaster a 6 out of 10. Next up is the Nerf Pro Gel Fire Legion. This gel blaster is perfect just for backyard fun, not really into the wars. Let's unbox this thing. The Legion is shot by a prime mechanism where you pull this prime back and it shoots. This is great considering you'll never have to worry about a dead battery. The blaster comes with 5,000 bullets, a 130 round hopper, and eye protection. The 130 round hopper is fun unless you're actually trying to do a war because you're gonna run out of bullets pretty fast. Let's load it up with one of the gel blaster buckets. Nerf has this great mechanism where all you have to do is put it in and then twist and it's right on like that. This blaster also has the slam fire feature where if you hold down the trigger you can hold it back and keep shooting. You should probably see what blasters your friends have in a war if you're going to be doing it, because they'll probably have blasters that will shoot right through you and you're going to be left here with your Nerf Pro Legion. It is an awesome fun gun which does shoot pretty good. I really do like this gun. It also comes with a built-in safety option which lets you push down on that and the trigger will not be able to be pulled. The blaster shoots at 132 feet per second, which isn't too fast, but I would recommend getting shot with any gel blaster at close range. Let's get to the pain test. I was more like a 1 out of 10. That didn't hurt at all. I rate the Nerf Pro Legion a 5 out of 10. Right here is my first gel blaster I've ever owned. This is the Anstoy AKM-47. This blaster comes in 8 different colors and is a very, very good beginner gun. The different colors of this gun are red, yellow, green, blue, purple, pink, and black. Those are the normal colors. There's also different designs such as the Halloween design. Amazon says this blaster shoots 5 rounds per second, but there is no way that's accurate. The blaster does shoot at 180 feet per second, which does hurt quite bad. This blaster comes with 2 of these hoppers, each holding 700 rounds. The battery is also very easy to get to. You just pop this cover off and it pops right out, and there's a charger that comes with the blaster. Now it's time to see how this blaster ranks in the pain test. That was the 6. This blaster comes with safety glasses, batteries, and charger. This blaster is great for anyone, especially if you want to use it in a war. And with all those features, this blaster only comes in at a price of $25. That is awesome. All the other variants of this gun come anywhere from $20 to $30, but this one is just great. I'm gonna have to rate this a 9 out of 10. Next up is a very special blaster. This one is much different than everything else we've looked at today. It's obviously made to be worn as a glove and has adjustable fingers on the end. This blaster is very fun and funny to use, except when you're in a war. Right there. There are still many pros to this blaster. The trigger is located right here, which allows you to shoot. It has a convenient on and off switch straight on the back. It also has a very easy accessible battery tray. The blaster loads straight into here with this 400 round hopper. Let's get this thing filled up. The blaster can also shoot up to 7 rounds per second, which is pretty fast, especially for a gel blaster like this. The blaster shoots only 110 feet per second, which is the slowest gel blaster on this list. This thing is very weird to shoot. Now let's get to the pain test. I was like a 2. I kind of forgot to rate that one, but I'm gonna have to give that one about a 4 out of 10. Here we have the Nerf Pro Gelbee Raid. This blaster stands out from the competition due to the 5 rounds that can shoot all at once. Let's fill the hopper up to get this thing shooting. Let's fit this on top of the gun with Nerf's quick release system. All you gotta do is pull up the slide back and shoot. This blaster does shoot 5 rounds at once. Watch this slow-mo. The blaster's grip is very comfy on your hand. It allows you to quickly slide it back and shoot. The blaster has a very solid stock that's not gonna break on you. This blaster also has a trigger lock system, which will make sure this blaster doesn't shoot accidentally. This blaster shoots at speeds of up to 150 FPS, which is on the slower side, but it shoots 5 rounds per second, so you're more likely to hit your enemy. The blaster is very fun to use, has a comfy shoulder mount. This blaster comes in at a price of $40. It would be able to work in a war, but I'd go towards something else. This is more of a backyard fun toy. Let's see how this ranks on the pain test. That's a 7 out of 10 pain. I also forgot to rate this one, so I'm gonna have to rate this one at 8 out of 10. I loved this gel blaster. Let's talk about this gel blaster that my friend just got. This is the actual gel blaster brand. This is the Starfire. This is the purple cousin of the white Surge. It's the same thing, but this one's just purple. All facts that I say about this gun apply for the Surge. Both blasters are electric and come with a charger that goes straight into the charging port under the gun. Both blasters also come with a tracer unit, which allows you to turn it on at night and shoot glow-in-the-dark bullets. This blaster also shoots at speeds of up to 170 FPS, which is fast and might possibly hurt you. But let's say you want to give this to a kid and you don't want them to hurt themselves. This is when a cool feature comes in. An orange barrel comes in the box, which allows you to screw the original one out and put the orange one in, which slows the blaster down to 100 feet per second. The blaster has 2 shooting modes, one of them being semi-automatic, which shoots 1 bullet per trigger bolt. And then the second mode being full automatic. This blaster shoots 10 rounds per second, which is very fast. The 800 round hopper ensures that you have enough bullets when you're doing a war. Both blasters come with a tracer unit, safety goggles, charger, and a hopper. The Starfire, which I have, comes in at a price of $55, while the Surge comes in at a price of $60. Now let's see how much this blaster hurts to get shot with. Each of these blasters are perfect for any situation and especially any age range. Each of the blasters are linked down below in the description. I can't believe I forgot to rate another gel blaster. I'm gonna have to rate this one a 7 out of 10. Please consider liking and subscribing if you're enjoying this video. Next up is another Nerf gel blaster. This is the Nerf Gelfire Mythic, and this blaster is a top-of-the-line blaster for kids. It's also fun for adults, but there is some drawbacks with this blaster. Let's talk about the positives first. The blaster is equipped with an easy-to-use knob on the back, which allows you to switch from off to semi-automatic to fully auto. Semi-auto allows you to shoot 1 round per trigger pull, and fully automatic lets you shoot up to 10 rounds per second. The blaster is a very good option for kids, especially the trigger lock system that allows you not to be able to pull the trigger. This is also equipped with a quick release hopper, which allows you to easily pull it out and put it back in. The blaster also comes with a collapsible stock that is quite sturdy, especially for being in the gun. The barrel is also removable if you don't want that extra length. The battery is also quite easy to charge, only needing to be pulled out of the gun. And the great part about this battery is that it can be charged by any USB-C plug-in. You might be thinking, what's wrong with this blaster then? Well, let me tell you. This is when the FPS comes into play. This blaster shoots 132 feet per second, which is the same exact thing as the spring action Nerf model. I've used this blaster in all wars and it's functioned just fine. Now let's try the pain test. The blaster right now costs $56.72 on Amazon, but the original price is $70. If you see it at that $70 price point, don't buy it. I'm gonna have to give this blaster a 5 out of 10. This next blaster is the SplatRBall SRB1200. This blaster was featured in my personal favorite gel blaster war video. It is a very fun blaster to shoot and is great in all wars. The SRB1200 stands for the 1200 drum magazine, which fits into this blaster. The only bad part about this drum is how big of a pain it is to use. The difficult part about loading this blaster is having to twist the front of the drum and load all the bullets into this small hole. That's really the only downside to this blaster. SRB1200 shoots up to speeds of 210 feet per second, making it the fastest blaster on this list so far. The blaster also shoots up to 11 rounds per second and making it the fastest shooting blaster on this list. Another small problem with this gun is that it only has a fully automatic option, which doesn't allow you to shoot 1 round per second unless you're really good at it. To charge the SRB1200 is a little bit of a challenge, considering you have to take the front of the blaster off and charge the battery. Now let's get into the pain test. That was an 8. SRB1200 is an awesome all-around blaster for anything you want to do. At the price point of $58, this is a great deal. I'm gonna have to rate this gun an 8 out of 10. Next up is one of my favorite gel blasters that I've ever shot. This is the HydroStrike Pulsar Pro, and this gun is not very quiet either. This is probably one of the loudest guns that I've shot, if not the loudest. It doesn't say how many rounds it shoots per second, but if I were to guess, it shoots anywhere from 8 to 10. This blaster shoots up to 200 feet per second, which is crazy fast. It also comes with a 500 round magazine, which you load straight from this slide right here. There's a switch on the side of the gun that allows you to switch between safety, semi-automatic, and fully automatic. This blaster has an easy-to-reach battery, which is right under the barrel of the blaster. The blaster comes with a battery and a charger. Okay, let's get to the pain test. The blaster does not come with a red dot sight. This is sold separately. The red dot sight really helps, especially when you're in tight situations. They'll put the link in the sight down below. But these 2 rail sights right here are really helpful if you don't want to get a red dot. There's a flip up on one of them, which allows you to flip up a sight and be able to aim better. This blaster is quite expensive depending on where you get it, being $60 on Walmart and anywhere from $90 to $125 on Amazon. I'm going to put both links below for you to choose. I'm going to have to give this blaster an 8 out of 10. Next up, we have the Gel Blaster Surge XL. This and the Starfire XL are the exact same thing, just different colors. Both of these gel blasters can shoot up to speeds of 250 feet per second, which is very fast. I lost a YouTube challenge a couple months back, and I had my friend shoot me in the back for this from about 10 feet away, and in wars, you're usually shot from 50 feet away, so it shouldn't hurt that bad. Even though this blaster can shoot up to speeds of 250 FPS, there's a knob on the back that allows you to switch it down to 170 FPS. There's a power gauge right here which allows you to see how much power you're putting down to the blaster. I also wouldn't recommend turning it all the way up because it usually explodes the bullets. One of the best things about this gun is that it has 3 different shooting modes. It has semi-auto, burst, and full automatic. Another great part about this blaster is that it comes with a 1,000 round hopper, which will make sure you do not run out of ammo at bad moments. The battery is also charged straight from the power port, which makes it easier to charge it. Now let's see how much this thing hurts. Nine. That was a 9. Oh my god. Ow! The Surge XL, which is what I have, comes in at a price of $90, while the Starfire XL comes in at a price of $100. Both blasters come with safety goggles, a charger, and 10,000 bullets. All the links for the products that I mentioned are down below. Whenever you're shooting a gel blaster, always make sure to wear protective eyewear to make sure you don't damage your eyes. If you have any questions, just comment them down below. I respond to every comment. If you want to watch my favorite gel blaster video, click here. Thank you guys for watching, and see you in the next video.